Welcome Libra to Channel the Future Tarot. My name is Bella. Today we're going to do the Hermit's Guidance Spread for you. Something unique, something different. The Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Libra. Take what resonates, toss the universe what does not. It's not meant for you, and that's okay. Whew, beneath the surface is some hidden truths coming in. There was a lot of heavy energy as I was meditating on your cards. Did draw some oracle cards we will get right into here, and then we'll jump into the Hermit spread. This is meant to just be a spread for inner reflection and whether you're a Virgo or not, right? So let's get in. Libra, Bobcat Spirit, number 8, life is a mystery. Not all things, can be explained, not all things can be known, right? Sometimes life is just that mystery, and it's kind of going with the flow and embracing and having faith in the divine and in the steps forward and following your purpose will be presented to you. Is a hard thing to do, and this is saying, calling on you Libra now to just have faith more now that life is that mystery and some things are not meant to be known, no matter how much we want to know them, right? The answer is just not meant to be there for you. So if that's some sort of clarity in some way you've been searching repetitively for an answer and not getting it, this is good indication that pause and just wait for the divine timing to be present. We also got 62, Turtle Spirit coming out in reverse. Slow and steady wins the race. I feel like trying to control the outcome could be a little bit of a problem here. If you were to, we all of us do, you have to let go of that need to control the outcome and just, again, go with the flow and see what the Spirit has directed for you. Sometimes the best things unfold because what we were working for, what we were trying to go after is divinely, redirected for us because there's something better for us. 33, master number coming out. Horse Spirit, freedom is yours. Absolutely, it is. Freedom is yours. Freedom is a choice. We all have free will and that ability to make a choice. So maybe Libra, step back and get into that sense of ownership of your own choices here, and where you want. What is it that you actually want, right? Like where you're trying to go with that. Now, what do you desire comes out, and it says you now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if it was by magic, right? Boom. Because exactly when we're not ready for them, no matter how much we want them, it's not going to happen for us, because then when we get them, we could lose them, or some other circumstance come to be. So again, Libra, divine timing is key here. Perfect timing comes out, and it says now is the perfect moment for you to act on what your inspirations are. The doors are open while you walk through them with us by your side. Don't delay or procrastinate, as all of the ingredients are ripe for your success. Everything and everyone is on your side, supporting the positive outcome. So this is, what do you desire? What have you been longing to do that you've been either putting on hold or not, believing in yourself enough to get? Those are those things that you're going to be looking at. So we're going to take a look at what you have been trying to navigate your way through at this time, Libra. What has Libra been trying to navigate through at this time? Then we will look at what is distracting you. Then we'll look at kind of what prevents you from seeing your way. Then where you can draw hope from, and then what you have to address before you can move forward, right? And once you're done that, what kind of outcome is prevalent for you? Okay, so what is Libra trying to navigate their way through at this time? Got that Magician and the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Alchemizing something. Like I said, you're bringing something into belief and change here. I like it for you. That Justice card, Libra, you're showing up in your own reading right out the gate. Love it for you. 11, powerful number. That's what I mean. You're balanced, you're in your energy, and this is what you've been trying to navigate your way through. That sense of balancing, getting back onto that scales, whether it is, within justice, within getting some sort of accountability, whatever it is, you are really been connecting within self here, and that's what you've been trying to navigate your way back to, finding self. I love it for you. What is distracting Libra? I don't really think there is a lot, right? I really think you guys are on your way here in a real nice fashion. This is off to a fabulous start. Oh, Five of Swords in reverse. Well, that's what's distracting you. Some sort of chirping bird. Somebody that's got something to say. Person, you know, oftentimes family or just friends sometimes, that causing that internal conflict within yourself, right? They're always beacon, you know, always got something to say there. You know, the person in the voice right back there. So this is you kind of, what is distracting you is that conflict. Some, you know, whether it's people chirping and kind of discrediting your beliefs or discrediting your wants, or, you know, you're not going to be able to do this, or you're not going to be able to do that, or do you really have what it takes, or, you know what I mean? There's always those chirping birds putting the negative loop in your head, and that could be causing you to just want to separate from them. And not only that, but just sort of get back into the power of thought, right? What's distracting you is distracting you from that balance that you've been working so hard to achieve there, Libra. What is preventing Libra from seeing their way? You know that, again, the people in the back are like, well, what if you do this, what about me? Or what's going to happen to me? Or what's going to, you know, are you really going to be able to leave this situation? Or, you know, everybody's got that opinion, right? And they're a dime a dozen, right? But at the end of the day, nobody's going to live your life but you, right? So I think that focusing on what's best for you at the end of the day is always going to be, you know, important. The Five of Wands coming out here for you is what is preventing you from seeing your way is conflict, right? Too many chefs in the kitchen, so to speak. And that is another 5 out the gate. So, you know, that sense of, again, people, you know, instead of collaborating or working with you and supporting you, they're often giving you that sort of, you know, they're always telling you, you know, maybe you're not going to make it. When you made it, they're the first one to tell you, oh, I knew you were going to make it and you were going places, you know, and that's that energy that I feel like is, you know, they're always supporting, you know, they're on the wavelength of failure if you're failing, and as soon as the moment you hit any success, they're like, oh yeah, I was always supporting you. Where, you know, I was always, that's that sort of energy, and I feel like you know, you're like, wow. That's what's preventing you from seeing your way clearly, right? Is those people that are just not really in it to win it for, or not in it for the success or the right reasons, right? What you have to address here, or sorry, what you can draw hope from is Queen of Pentacles. That's great, right? Nurturing your wealth, nurturing your success, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, focusing on, you know, your root abundance, what's going to, you know, make things grow and change in your life. That's where you want things to see. That's where you want to see the change happen, right? And that's going to come in when you're sort of protecting your wealth, you're kind of meditating, getting grounded in your own energy. That's when the balance, like that you move away from that conflict. That's when it's all going to be like that epiphany moment for you. What you kind of, what you can address here, so that you can go forward, Libra. We're going to look at what you're addressing here to go forward. The Ace of Wands in reverse, okay? So, you know, this is following your own path and that thought of inspiration, right? But I feel like in reverse, this is maybe getting a little bit, don't analyze yourself into a dither or talk yourself out of a situation. You could be doing that. You know, again, try to focus on what's in the here and now, right? You got 11 and what, you got 1 out here for you. You have to see that, you know, the sense of conflict, or whether it's been conflict or the choice that you're having to make between freedom, you know, and what you really want and where you're at, right? I feel like there's a sense of, you know, am I going to hurt somebody, or somebody going to feel left out if I make this choice to do what's right for myself, right? At the end of the day, no. You got to do what your heart desires at the end of the day, right? It's going to be, you know, nobody has to live your life but you, right? What, and if you follow your own internal flame, right, Libra, and you follow your heart, it's going to lead you to the best outcome. What does the outcome look like for Libra? The Three of Cups in reverse. It does look like celebration. It does, but right now I feel like you're gonna learn who your company is, right? And I feel like right now a little bit of a three's a crowd could be a little bit of gossiping energy. And once you kind of see your way through the gossip and the conflict, you're gonna see that who's in your tight group, you know, your tribe. You got the Lovers on the bottom of the deck, the Magician here, underlying energy, the Moon card. We do have that full moon card, and that 10 of Wands. This, by the time this full moon happens, you know, you're going to have this crystal clarity about where your heart's desiring, and what sort of those, and like I said at the beginning, there's a beneath the surface here, something's lingering, so it's like a pot boiling. And I feel like, you know, whether you're sensing it or not, this conflict that's coming over and over is causing some, you know, imbalance within yourself, and that's sort of why you have yourself questioning, you know, is this right for me? Is this my path? Right? You're happy in the moment, but there's a sense of decision and lingering tension. I feel like for some of you, you're really contemplating leaving something or someone behind to do something, get a new job, and I am not I'm a little unsure, but we're going to clarify. Can I clarify the Five of Swords, please? Can I clarify the Five of Swords for Libra, please? Clarify the Five of Swords for Libra, please. Eight of Wands. Again, dodging that, you know, dodging the conflict. I feel like you're trying to really get through a sense of, you're just tired of the people, you know, and you will be distracting and dispersing yourself from those energies. I just see it, right? 10 of Wands in reverse. You're going to drop those burdens, those people that have just been negatively picking at you and influencing your train of thought and your belief system, because you're starting to realize just how much of an impact that could be having on you making a solid choice in this regard, right? You're looking for this Three of Wands, that new beginning. You really want this new beginning, but there is, you know, I really could feel like it's family or some sort of influencing energy that's got you second guessing your choices. You really want to focus on your foundations and your role. This could be your own foundations away from, I feel like for some of you, this is an energy of not wanting to do maybe a directed path or a career outcome that your family had wanted. You really want to focus on your own strong, solid foundations. The Devil card coming out here, and you're bound, and you know, you feel like you're bound to this conflict, bound to this responsibility in some ways, and it is causing you a lot of internal, you know, uproar, and you're trying to deal with it the best way you can. But there's that Nine of Wands. You're stuck behind. You feel like you're stuck behind this responsibility, whether this is person, place, or thing. Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck. And then the Sun. But once you move past that moment of accepting that, you know, you don't have to do or be what anybody else wants you to be, things will shift and change. You'll move from that's sort of that's the hidden truth here that I feel like is beneath the surface. It is boiling and bubbling, is you really not wanting and seeing that this is maybe not what you want to do. This is maybe not who you want to marry. This is maybe not the job you want. This is, you know, whether anybody else wants this path. This is up to you. We're going to take a look at those 3 oracle cards that I said I would read from the book at the end. We got beneath the surface, hidden truths, something that's unknown, right? This is, you know, when we start to, we'll read the card. In reverse, 31. I feel like you could be clarifying that with it in reverse. You could be moving away from it. When this card is reversed, the iceberg turns upside down and the hidden information becomes revealed. Some manipulation or deceit will be clearing up, and honesty will be increasing in your personal and professional relationships. In fact, this harmonic energy could open up the lines of communication with others, creating greater connections on many levels. Personally, you now have the power and the courage to change old habits of negative behavior, self-talk, so keep releasing unhealthy patterns and old self-critical lies. As you do, your life will shine with the light of your internal truth. I like that. We have ascended masters, devoted spirits with specific intentions coming out for you, number 40. It's quite the interesting card coming out. Countless ascended masters have walked the earth in physical form and are now choosing to work from the energetic realm. This card encourages you to investigate the unique energy and knowledge of all the masters, calling on the ones you're drawn to most. This card upright brings to mind 2 specific masters, Hilarion and Saint Germain. Hilarion is the master of detail, intellect, and follow-through. He's saying now is the time to focus on a project that needs fulfilling. His powers also extend to science, spiritual communication, and all forms of discovery. Invite this being to light your way in all your endeavors. And the Count Saint Germain is the master of ceremony and specializes in group energy. He helps with family, corporate, or government issues, often bringing resolutions and expanded consciousness to you and the members of your group. Allow him to bring powerful shifts to your community and to your own initiation. I like that for you. And number 9, Healing Heart coming out for you. Love, acceptance, and romance. Look at that big old yellow heart coming out. I like it. And it says, this card brings bountiful joy and hope at this time. You may have had blocks to love before, but those old frustrations and pains are being resolved. Your optimism about love is increasing, and you in turn are experiencing increasingly loving treatment. The process of healing a heart energy always starts and ends with the self. You have received misinformation about yourself and about love from your parents or partners in the past. But the difficult experiences that once caused you to lose trust are now being released. You are finally ready to love and be loved. So, open your heart to the tender care you truly desire. Rest assured that the light of divine love is shining on your own heart center. New love, abundant friendships, and tenderness are on the way to you. Open up to what's healing in your heart. Open up to what you truly desire. You may find that it is love after all. Truly. Until next time, Libra, namaste.